this video, we will be discussing the Moberg pickup test. The purpose of this test is to assess hand dexterity and functional sensibility. For this test, you will need a dime, a nickel, a wing nut, a key, a safety pin, a paper clip, a nail, large hexagonal nut, small hexagonal nut, a small square nut, a large screw, a washer, a stopwatch, a small container, and a blindfold. For the setup of this test, the subject will be seated in front of the table and the test objects are placed on the same side as the hand that is being tested, and the container will be placed on the opposite side. The test consists of two phases. Phase 1 is with eyes open and Phase 2 is with eyes closed. For each phase, the dominant hand is tested first and then the non-dominant. Each part is repeated 3 times to obtain an average. The random objects will be spread randomly on the table next to the container. The object should be placed on the same side as the hand being tested, whereas the container is placed on the opposite side. The subject is to be instructed to start picking up the items one at a time and placing them into the container as fast as possible. The instructions given were identical except for 2 additions to the second phase. The subjects were asked to hold the container with the opposite hand because they had their eyes closed, and secondly, when only 2 to 3 objects were left on the table, they were informed of the number of remaining items. The performance is timed with a stopwatch that is started when the first object is touched and stopped when the last object is placed in the container. For demonstration purposes, there will only be 1 trial per subtest performed. You will begin by picking up the items one at a time and placing them into the container as fast as possible. You are not allowed to slide the objects on the platform when picking them up. You may begin when I say go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go. Okay. Now we will be testing your left side. You will begin by picking up the items one at a time and placing them into the container as fast as possible. You are not allowed to slide the objects on the platform when picking them up. You may begin when I say go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go. Great. Now we will be doing the part of the test where you will be blindfolded. For the portion of the Moberg pickup test where the subject is blindfolded, you can see she is holding the container with her left hand and is picking up the items with her right hand. You will begin by picking up the items one at a time and placing them into the container as fast as possible. You are not allowed to slide the objects on the platform when picking them up. You may begin when I say go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go. You have 3 items left. Okay. Now we will test your left side. Here's the container. You will begin by picking up the items one at a time and placing them into the container as fast as possible. You are not allowed to slide the objects on the platform when picking them up. You may begin when I say go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go. You have 3 items left. Good job. All right. Thank you very much. The time required to accomplish the task is recorded in seconds. 3 trials are performed and recorded. Once the 3 scores are recorded, you average them together for each test. There will be 4 total scores. 1 for the eyes open dominant hand, 1 for eyes open non-dominant hand, as well as 1 for eyes closed with the dominant hand, and 1 for eyes closed with the non-dominant. Here is a chart that shows normative values based on age and gender of subjects. For the inter-rater reliability, the 14 subjects were selected at random from the normative value study. Their performances were scored independently by 2 different raters on different days. Here are my references, and thank you for watching.